bang my fucking elbow. Oh, Hannah, don't act, right? Don't act like you don't like that song because I just saw you dancing. You always say you hate that song, and I caught you full on.
Do you know what? And I hate myself for it. Like, I did have a little dance.
Is it because Tranmere have got a new manager?
Pete Wild.
Pete Wild. And do you know who else have lost their manager?
Barrow.
Well, Barrow, yeah, but Walsall. And guess what?
Awesome. It's about damn time.
It's about damn time. It is so about damn time. How he got the time that he got is beyond me. What you been doing, Hannah? It's been a long damn time since we did anything like this. What have you been up to?
Well, I need a time frame. When did we last do anything?
Well, I did something. I've done like live watch-alongs, but you've not been here for them. So I don't know when you were last here, if I'm honest, but maybe Deadline Day.
Did we do it? I feel like Deadline Day's gone to shit because it finishes at like 7 o'clock now.
I did it. I don't know if you did. I think you might have come on for a bit of it.
No. Right, no, I did. Don't you remember? I was running around Edgeley Park. It was the county, because I've been doing this like county kickstart thing, which is a story about tomorrow actually. But so I was running around Edgeley Park because we were expecting Louis Barry to be announced, and I was sat on Hardcastle Road with the by the changing rooms.
Yeah, which doesn't sound creepy at all.
It doesn't. It sounds perfectly fine. But that was the last thing that we did. So I've now finished that program, and so they're running a 5K tomorrow, a park run, because it's sponsored by Vitality, and because Sky is shite, Jim was right. Our kickoff has been moved to 12:30 tomorrow, so I couldn't do the park run with everyone else. So I was like, right, well, a completely normal and not at all unhinged response would be to do park run in Lincoln in a county kickstart shirt. Like, that's completely normal. I'll do that. Message Mr. Hutchinson off of the Stacey West. Ask for park run advice for Lincoln. Get my park run sorted. And then I ended up doing it last week in Marple. So... yeah, that's...
Do it again, Hannah. Do it twice.
No, thanks. Didn't enjoy it very much. Wasn't the best.
Parks. You can never run around too many parks.
Well, you know how they say, like, no one's ever last at park run? It's not true.
Did you come last? You came last, Hannah. That's...
I was second to last. My friend said that I physically elbowed her out of the way so that... she was more last than me.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, though, Hannah. I think I can't see the issue there. I don't see the issue with elbowing.
I got a PB.
Well, what's the issue?
I got a PB. Yeah, so I mean, it's fine. What else has happened? We're going to Wembley, actual Wembley.
You are going to Wembley, yeah. We might be.
I mean, we might. No, we can't both be, as it stands.
As it stands, we can't both be. But you can go for like your little bit if you want, and we can go for the proper one that people care about. Maybe that sound fair?
Yeah. I mean, so the little bit that we're going to, I've been to twice before. Both occasions ended in the tears of a small child. It was me. So I don't have high hopes. I mean, I've been to Wembley 5 times and we've won once. So Yeah, it is what it is. And I am so unbothered by playoffs that I've booked a holiday. Like, it didn't even occur. Well, I said this to you earlier. It didn't even occur to me that
You might be needed.
Well, it just didn't. It just didn't even. It was. I was like, oh, holiday. So I'm going to China and Singapore. I think I'll be in Singapore on playoff final day. And I was in, where was I last year? LA on playoff final day. So I really should have realised, but never mind.
It's just selfish, Hannah, if I'm honest with you.
Mm,
Ruining my
I feel like
playoff.
my presence at Wembley isn't going to help. In fact, it might be a hindrance. So yeah.
It's I mean, look, here's the thing. You said earlier, like last season, you guys were kind of like a bit of a surprise package coming up from League Two,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
went over. That I said to you, that's what we are this season. We are the surprise package, in that you'd have not found many people that would have put us fourth at this stage of the season.
No.
Just imagine what would, if we could have sorted our away form out. I mean, Hannah, it looks bad on you and Cardiff because we played you guys off the park, and we absolutely smashed Cardiff. Fuck off, Harry.
Let's get Harry so much. Let's get Harry. Come and play. We miss you.
Found a way to put comments on screen as well, Hannah. Look at that.
And Mike, yeah, there is the tail runner at Park Run, but I don't count them as being last. Like, I was the last. Well, no, Louise was the last non-tail runner at Park Run. There was.
Sorry, Louise.
Technically.
Put you on blast there, Louise.
She's fine.
So, you obviously you don't have a great experience with playoffs, but sum your season up. Wait, hang on, before you do. League One surprise package next season is Swindon Town. Yeah, we'll all be very fucking surprised if you're there then. We'll all be very surprised if you manage to turn up,
especially with today.
Especially with the big news that's about to come out of League Two. Oh, Hannah, you're going to set people off. I can't believe that it's had the response it's had. To the point where just my phone went nuts. It's still going.
So after we spoke this afternoon, I hadn't looked at the comments at that point. Yeah, there was some involvement.
There was some fun. I mean, the guy that said, I mean, I met a celebrity in Matt Cardle who won the X Factor a few years back. I just started replying with random things. Here we go. Harry wants to know what Hannah's drinking.
So, Harry, I am well and truly off the wagon after 7.5 years. And Liam chose this cocktail for me because I've got a fancy cocktail maker that's like a Nespresso, but booze. That's a good way of putting it, I think. And this is an Uptown Rocks, which is peach and gin, I think.
That sounds absolutely class. Harry, I've got a question. What's your boy band called that you're in this picture with? What is it? Are you the new Blazing Squad?
It's the Mansfield Massive.
The Mansfield Massive. Christ almighty. Harry says, you got a cocktail maker, just set in the sat nav, I'll be there shortly.
Well, I mean, he says that. He'll be here in hours and then he'll leave the keys in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, and just leave it completely unlocked and walk away. Because that's a Harry thing to do. But then we got Taco Bell.
Oh my God, I miss Taco Bell. I've not had it for ages. There's one at Keel Services now.
Well, I found my cruise shirt earlier today and remembered I bought that on the day. I also found my... Hey, wait, actually, give me a sec. Look what I found.
So while Liam's off, Harry, it's a Bartesian cocktail maker. It's very, very... Oh, Harry... Hang on. Let's see if I can add this, because otherwise it looks like I'm talking to myself.
I'm back. Do you want to see what
He's done it again.
Who?
Liam. Harry.
Hannah. I've got my Stockport County, that one. I've got my SARS shirt somewhere.
Oh.
Who, by the way, I know that you don't like to talk about it because it's a sore subject for Stockport.
No,
fans.
I'm fine with it. I'm not one like I think Bradford fans think that we're saltier about it
Yeah,
than
I
we
don't think
are.
Bradford fans come in at Stockport fans about the whole. Oh, apparently you can't do
Not
it
good
in
enough
League
for
One.
League One. Yeah,
It
yeah.
worked. That worked Stockport. That was Bolton.
Yeah, and
That was Bolton.
we offered him a contract. He wanted a longer contract. Like you can't like same with Paddy Madden. You can't, it is what it is.
Yeah, it happens. I just Hannah skinhead Anthony Sarcevic is even better than normal Anthony Sarcevic. He's prime skinhead Rooney. He is, and it shows how key he is to our. Do you know? I found out he's only lost once at Valley Parade.
Really? Huh.
As a Bradford player, because I think
last season, wasn't he?
Oh, it's superb. And we kind of, when he's been out injured, that's always coincided with our bad runs. And he came back. Obviously, we played Orient last week. Played Orient off the park. He scored 2 goals. He came back. He's been ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? He weren't actually as good as he has been on Wednesday, against Vale, but he didn't need to be because Vale were absolutely shocking. Swansea were in then, by the way, but didn't happen. Rex Scummer with him.
I don't know why I just looked up. It's not like I've got any way of watching this game anymore.
What's this mean? Spill the beans, top jock. I'm guessing that's a hat thing, but I don't know what.
I think it's just
I don't know what beans were supposed to be spilling.
We're just having a chat on a Friday night.
We're just having a chat on a Friday night about football. So you've got a lunchtime kickoff tomorrow against who I believe are the best team in the league by a country mile.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it at all. I've decided to focus on the whole away day, like the road trip. I'm going to meet my dad's going in the home end with his friend. He lives in Lincoln. Yeah, but it's much better that my dad go in the home end than his mate goes in the away end. I've reconciled it. I've been to enough games with Ray in my life to know that this is the right way to go. So I'm going to meet them in the fan zone beforehand. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the day as opposed to the 90 minutes of football.
Yeah.
And at least it will be out of the way by 3:00.
Yeah, and then you can watch us.
Yeah. Who did you say you've got? Wigan.
We're playing Wigan away.
Oh my God, with the scary pie. And when I was at Wigan, there was a bride. Someone had got married and the bride was on the pitch at half time in her wedding dress, kicking balls to try and get them to land on a pie. And I wasn't even drunk. Like that genuinely happened.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've got photos of it.
I think that'd be on social media. Wrexham nearly went 2-0 up, but don't worry about it.
No, it happened. Like,
I'm
gonna find my receipts. So,
what big League 2 news is. No idea what you're talking about, pal.
Bromley are doing quite well. Tranmere have got a new management team. That's quite exciting.
Pete Wild.
I love him so much.
We are going to go to Tranmere at some point soon, which is going to be nice. We're going to go.
I look to see because we've got we've got a few weeks coming up where we haven't got games, but Tranmere are away for both of them. So we'll have to sort something out. Right, Wigan. If I put the Wigan into my little photo thing, Wigan. Right. I bet it won't work. Right. Can you see it? No, it's not going to work.
Can't see it. Didn't happen.
So this is a very heavily tattooed bride in a wedding dress. And then, I've got that one.
No, it didn't happen. Can't see it.
I'll text them to you.
I will open it.
Nathan Lowe warming up next to the bride.
So
Yeah.
when we look at this, by the way, Edgeworth's here. He says Johnny Jackson's somewhat in.
Well,
After
they've
the other
not
night,
played the mighty Stockport County once yet this season, so
have you got to play him home and away?
yeah, yeah, because it was supposed to be, yeah, and this is stupid scheduling. So we were supposed to play them in November, and it's got moved to April. And then it's just got moved again because it was supposed to be the Tuesday, and then we've got Wembley on a Saturday, so it's now moved to the Wednesday. And we've also got them on March 28th, which is an international weekend. So presumably
That
the
might get
same
moved
thing
as
will
well.
happen again. Yeah.
Your last 2 games of the season could be Wimbledon home and away. Imagine Wimbledon home and away last 2 games, and you need to win both, and Johnny Jackson stops you getting in the playoffs.
I mean, I've reconciled myself to another year of League One. So
I don't mind League One.
I quite like it, honestly.
It's too. I think it's too soon for us to go up. If we go up, fantastic. I'll be absolutely over the moon. But I do think it's probably too soon for us to go up. I think we're not there. But the funny thing is, and the line will become Sasovic. You know, he can't play in League One. He's too good. He's played it. But he's out of contract in the summer. But we have got an option on him. But and this is where I think we go wrong, is that we put options on and then we wait until the summer. I think we should be showing faith and giving him another deal now.
Yeah,
I think we should. Harry says, I think the quality in the league is tripe. I think that I disagree.
It's inconsistent.
Yeah, but I don't think it's tripe. I think Lincoln are superb. I think Lincoln are absolutely superb. Harry, are you coming up for the Bradford Mansfield game? I think you are. I think you mentioned you're going to watch the first 5 minutes in the ground and then leave and go to Istanbul Shawarma.
Sounds good. He can do that also on a Tuesday night in Edgeley, because that's what's going to happen to us now because of that.
It's not the same, Hannah.
Stupid cup run. I've taken you to Leather Bakery. You enjoyed it. Don't say otherwise.
No, we're nice, but it's not the same.
Oh, it is though, isn't it?
Hannah, I'm sorry, I don't believe that you can compare any food in Stockport to the places in Bradford. I just don't think you can. I offered to take you and you got there late for our game, so you didn't get to have it.
You did not offer to take me.
I did. When we went to the away game, I said when I went to Stockport, I said when we play you away, and I said it to you, and I said it to Charlotte. I said you've got to come for the shawarma at ours, and then we'll compare. And you didn't.
Yeah,
you got there late.
We did get there late.
Yeah, you did get there late, and then I rang you at full time. I said I would.
Well, you rang Charlotte. I didn't.
I rang Charlotte. Yeah, she was not. She was not best pleased. 6 points dropped to Bradford this year. We're still. I think. Are we still the only team to double you?
No, someone else has done it since. Is it Stevenage?
Setting trends.
Someone else
have you lost twice to Stevenage this season?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but we did it first.
Someone else has done it since anyway.
I want to ask you, because I asked you after the game, but there's a lot of hype around Jensen Metcalf for us at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked you at the time what you thought of him. What did you think of Metcalf as a first time kind of viewer? Because I think a lot of Stockport fans went in looking for Poynton because that's the player. And I think, a few times we've seen him play against you, but Jensen Metcalf, kind of an unknown entity in it. What did you think?
I can't remember anything about him, Liam.
You told me you thought he was great.
Did I have no recollection of that whatsoever. I think you're making shit up. No, he was good. I think like that's it though, isn't he? Kind of goes under the radar a little bit because he's not the one that people are looking out for. So in terms of kind of man marking, then I've kept an eye on Bobby Foynton for the last few years because just kind of personal interest as much as anything else. So he's the one that I look out for, but I've slept since then, so I can't actually remember much, but I'm sure it was very good.
Did you see the news about Poynton on Wednesday?
No.
So Poynton scored the first goal. Turns out
There's Nana.
Yeah, so earlier in the day, he was at his nana's bedside. They didn't think that she'd have much longer, and he chose to go and play the game. And he said, "I'm going to score for my nana,"
Yeah.
and he did. And then half an hour after the game, she watched it with the family with her, and half an hour after the game, she passed away. And like that's she got to see. It's not just any player, is it? It's not just any footballer going, I'm going to go score for my team. That is a hometown boy scoring hometown that he's supported, and he's gone to games with his granddad over the years. That is absolutely everything. Harry,
what, like, honestly, my love, like, it's Friday.
Hannah,
Why haven't you messaged me before? Also,
Hannah,
I am your mother.
Hannah, when?
Sunday, darling. Oh my God.
Could be a busy Saturday. Harry, I'll meet you. We've got work to do. Amy Lee says League Two is about to be rocked by a massive story off the pitch. Oh, yeah. Amy, tell us what? Tell us what's happening.
Liam's forgotten Mother's Day,
which
means he's doubly screwed.
Edgeworth says, "What did Holloway say when you took his hat, Liam?" I'll tell you what he said. He said, "Please don't take that hat and relocate it 60 miles away." And I said, "I'll take it with me, and I'll take all the history with me as well." Fuck you.
It's not even orange.
I found my orange hat, by the way. I found my Swindon orange hat earlier today when I was
Do you know what I found earlier on? My Swindon Town 25-26 signed by Jake Tabor shirt. It's just hanging in my wardrobe. It's got makeup all over the collar, and I can't wash it because it's signed.
You can hand
my
wash
makeup,
it.
not Jake.
Not Jake Tabor's. That's the last interview we put out, isn't it, Hannah? The last interview we put out.
The last interview we put out, yeah.
Yeah. We can talk about the interview that we didn't put out, though, because all we've been told is we're not allowed to release it. We haven't been told we're not allowed to talk about it. I'm not bothered anymore.
Timely as well.
It is. So for anyone watching who does want to know, we did what we think is the best interview we've ever done. It's so good. And that was Jamie Jellis at Walsall. It's over 2 hours long. It talks about his journey. It talks about the things that he struggled with. Obviously, he had the FA charge for the gambling earlier this season.
I think he made me cry. It was a proper roller coaster.
Yeah. And he went into he didn't hold back on anything. But do you know something? We didn't ask Walsall's permission because I'll be brutally honest with you. Every time we've asked Walsall to do something, they've either ignored us or they have just said no. To the point where we had an interview lined up with Tom Knowles a few years back, and they pulled Tom Knowles out an hour before. Didn't give a reason, just pulled him out. So we got to a point where we're like, do you know what? We're just going to film it. We'll film it. We'll send it to them and let them watch it first. And they came back. They said, watched it. Think it's absolutely brilliant, but you didn't ask permission, so you're not sending it out. So, when Jamie Jellis eventually leaves Walsall, because he will leave at some point, we'll put it out because, and this is what's the most irritating thing about it, there's nothing in there, even discussing last season and what went on. Back end of the season, the fall off, the absolute destruction. Not one part of what he said made Walsall look bad. If anything, he made them look so much better.
I was going to say, the way that Matt Sadler was with him, over the summer, he came across as a really, really good man manager and kind of pastorally, given that it was Jamie's kind of first season as a professional football player, and he was going through so much, and there had been that roller coaster. The club and Matt Sadler particularly came across incredibly well. And it was entirely genuine. It wasn't, sucking up to the manager or anything like that.
It's a really, really Jamie's story is really, really good, and it annoys me that we're not. And you know what? It doesn't just annoy me; it annoys a lot of people because there's a few people that have seen it, and no one can understand why, aside from a little bit of ego on Walsall's side that they didn't do it. But we did it because we believed that he'd gone through this FA charge and they'd done nothing to highlight what had actually happened and given him his time to speak. We gave him that. It'll come out. It will come out, and it is so good. It's so good. So yeah, that's the last interview we did, but it's not out yet. If anybody does want to see it, if you did DM me, and I can't make no promises, but sometimes
maybe they could, like, it's useful to have people review it, isn't it? Just to
we need constructive feedback. So if anybody wants to see, behind closed doors and get some constructive feedback for us, that'd be perfect, because we're always looking to make it better.
Yeah, I think the one thing that really impressed me about him was he'd had a career where he'd been at Stevenage, I think, as an academy player, and then he'd been released in COVID, and he'd gone, like, he was working in a warehouse with his dad. He was playing like step 5,
step 4 something like that, yeah.
And like worked his way back, and then to go on to play at Walsall, to be at the top of League 2, to play in the playoffs, and then it was like a film. Like
the last minute in the FA Cup.
Like, genuinely, like, he had such a big season last year for so many reasons.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a story that deserves to be told.
Yeah,
that sounds really dramatic, but like
it does. But it's right. It does deserve. And players, I'm fed up of clubs treating players like robots and thinking that they should just be a name on the back of the shirt, a number, a squad position, and that's it. Like, not allowing them to have that personality outside of club media stuff. I don't really understand how any club can stop someone from doing something in their own time. I don't understand it.
I think it was because they, like, my, I work in marketing and PR, and I suspect that their take on it was, they want to keep everything on the pitch. And, as far as they were concerned, it was something that kind of didn't reflect particularly well on the club. And even though it happened years and years and years ago, and
it wasn't even at Walsall,
he was involved in, like, like massively mitigating circumstances, but it was it was just something that they didn't really want to dwell on, which is a shame, because I think, like he said, as soon as he realized that it was an issue, I think he was at Tamworth at the time, like, he stopped. But before, I just didn't know. It was like just part of normal Saturday. You put a bet on football.
Yeah. And I think my favorite part about it, Hannah, was the discussion about last season. Because you can see the two sides of the story, two sides of sympathy, sort of like a devil and an angel on the shoulder, where he was talking about the dressing room at Crewe away and being on the pitch at the end of Crewe away. And, you were sat there and you were really, and I was sat there like, yeah. And I think I did really well to not.
I just felt like we were poking at really painful stuff. And I didn't have any skin in the game. It was just, I guess.
He knew, though, didn't he? He knew that was going to come. We told him beforehand. I said to him, look, I'm a Bradford fan. We're going to have this discussion. And he just went, all right. And he took it well, because it is one of those things where there's football every single season. There's got to be winners and losers.
Yeah. And I think what is really interesting, I've got a thing about human factors in football at the moment. And, I think it was probably his story that brought that home to me, in terms of, you've had that massive high to a massive epic low, and then you've got to pick yourself up and sort your shit out for the playoffs, and then a playoff final. Like, it's absolutely brutal.
It's not even that they had time going, like, in that last game where they were like, oh, we'll go into the playoffs. Their game was finished, and they thought they were up, and it ended up being now we've got to play
on the bench as well, didn't he? So he was sat like watching.
He said you heard the Crewe fans. You heard the Crewe fans behind saying that they scored. But we had it at our game. Someone in the home end put in that Crewe had started sharing the thing that Crewe had scored, and you heard it go around the stadium, and it was like, no. You were. I was refreshing. I was like, no, because no one can get signal in the ground, and I've got club Wi-Fi, so I was refreshing. I was like, nope, they haven't. They have not scored.
And it's just, I remember that because we were away at Wickham, and I remember sitting in the car waiting to get out of the car park and like refreshing and thinking, no, this game must have finished by now. Like there is no way that it's still going. And even on Radio 5, because I think I was waiting for BBC Radio Manchester to ring me.
Yeah.
And I just see like it would, and for him and for them, it must have felt like agonizing because it just went on for so long.
Best day of my life. And I've had 3 kids. It was look, we've Walsall, we've spoke about it. They have obviously sacked Sadler. It's about damn time. She's wearing a Walsall shirt though, Hannah.
Let's show me again. It's about damn time.
I put her in a Walsall shirt. Swansea have nearly just scored, but Okonkwo's got down and pulled off an absolutely superb save. Swansea are still on the attack. It's out on the edge of the box. Oh, it's over. Never mind. Right, League Two, Hannah.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
The Gallinsons are incredibly good value on social media at the moment, just generally.
I agree with a friend of ours that the gall of Gillingham to complain about the money in football.
Yeah, because that year that they came in, they threw it was like Christmas, and that was before Wrexham even came up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And when you look at it, so I've got the stats here. Let me bring this up. I've got an actual thing here which breaks down the numbers a little bit more. So the year, and this is comparing Leyton Orient to Gillingham. Okay. That season.
Yeah.
The year Leyton Orient went up.
Yeah.
They lost 3.2 million as a club, and they went up as champions. Gillingham lost 5.4 and came 10th.
Yeah, but they affected that 5.4 million was the cost of avoiding relegation, because before the Gallinsons took over, they were
down. I think they'd scored like 8 goals or something, hadn't they? And they were on like 8 or 9 points. It was
because we were supposed to play them before Christmas. I think the takeover went through on like Christmas Eve or something ridiculous. We were supposed to play them before Christmas, but it got postponed, and I was gutted because then all the changes happened. I think we ended up drawing with them. But yeah,
we still beat them.
Transformed.
We still beat him. Andy Cook scored his best goal of the season that year.
Do you know what, Gillingham? It's that, I don't know. We really struggle. Well, no, it's not even just Gillingham. It's Neil Harris.
Yeah.
So, but there was the whole Romeo Hudson stuff. They were throwing money left, right, and centre before Wrexham. Don't get me wrong, Wrexham did contribute to it, but
so did you guys. Don't pretend you didn't.
No, I won't pretend we didn't. But in terms of the weekly wages and what was happening was people were going in and having conversations, players were going in and having conversations and their agents with clubs like Wrexham, who were saying, oh yeah, we'll pay you whatever £1,000 per week. And that becomes then the standard, it becomes the expectation. And that's what did do damage, because then that player doesn't get offered a contract at Wrexham or wherever, but they think that's then their worth, their market value. And it has caused damage.
I know of a player that lied about what he'd been told and came to Bradford.
Like, that's what happens in business. Like, someone said to me the other day, like, I'm changing roles. And like there's a whole conversation around, oh well, did you add a bit on? No, like
Well,
obviously,
he
but
did.
it's a thing.
I know. So this player came for a chat at Bradford and said, "I'm being offered this to renew my contract at my club." Blah 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 blah. And Bradford contacted the club and the owner and said, "Look, we've had a conversation with him. This is what he's saying." And they said, "That's not what we're offering him." And Bradford said, "Well, look, we'll match what they're offering you, which we know is this." And he was like, "No, no, that's not a problem." And he went and he now plays in, I believe, National League South. But Wrexham massively overinflated wages. But Gillingham didn't just do, you mentioned like the Romeo Hutton thing with the hotel, and obviously we had all that, remember all that grief, and then Gillingham put the release video out of him being taken from the hotel, which was funny. They did it to us with Johnny Williams.
Yes, they did.
Johnny Williams stayed overnight in the hotel in Leeds, and then next
Yeah.
morning he was just gone. He
They
was set
had
for
an
Cyprus.
MO. And
Yeah.
and they weren't the only ones. Carlisle were being
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like there's been a lot of silliness over wages. So for the Gallinsons to complain is
It's a bit rich.
yeah, exactly.
It's a bit rich. For the first 2 seasons, the Gallinsons' entire scouting network was the Holiday Inn booking system.
Yeah, they probably just like ring up an agent. So where are your clients staying?
Yeah.
Tonight? Oh, we've got one in the Holiday Inn Express at Stockport. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So we'll just go.
We'll
go
down
pick
for
him up.
breakfast.
Yeah, we'll send a taxi. But Hannah, the League 2.
Yes.
Bromley.
I know.
Bromley could be a League One. I mean, they deserve to be a League One side next season. As it stands, that you've got MK Dons who are absolutely smashing people at the minute. Kind of found their form.
I mean, I feel like if they didn't, but then, we could have said that about Carlisle in the past, about maybe not Gillingham to the same extent, but MK Dons, the amount of money that they have thrown at their squad over the last couple of seasons, particularly in the summer just gone.
Yeah.
If you can't make, and this is the argument that lots of Stockport County fans have got about Challoner, if you can't make that work, then there is a kind of a bigger issue. And the interesting thing about Carlisle, when they were kind of deep in their descent through to the National League, is that whoever they signed, whatever they spent, you get Mark Hughes in, none of it worked. And I'm still kind of fascinated by what happened there with
I'm not.
Paul Simpson, with Jake Simpson, with everything that went on. I'm
not fascinated, Hannah. Couldn't care less, me. I couldn't care less.
Like, it doesn't make sense because the levers in football are: you change the manager, you change the squad, you change the formation, you spend more, you invest in like maybe the kind of the community side of it, you invest in the stadium. They did everything and nothing had an impact. And that to me is kind of mind-boggling.
Agent Hughes is doing a terrific job. Agent Hughes threw away that playoff semi-final with us against Carlisle and then said, "You know what? Get back here," and literally gripped them by ankles and just pulled them down. And then went, "Now I'm going to have the job and make sure you fucking go down again." And now they are 13 points behind Rochdale and they've played a game more. They are destined for a playoff campaign. Don't get me wrong. They are the 20 points ahead of the I think the team in 8th South End. So they will. I mean, what have they got left? They've got they've got 9 games left, so 27 points left to play. Southend have got Halifax are on 56, so 29 points between 19 points between them, 3 more wins and a couple of draws sees them over the line for the playoffs. It'd be interesting to see
But
how they're
like the
doing those.
National League playoffs, they're a different beast,
Horrible.
aren't they? I mean, they're it's like what they want the Championship playoffs to be.
They don't just want it to be; it is going to be. That's
Oh, yeah.
changed, hasn't it? It's done,
Yeah,
confirmed.
yeah. Yeah.
Which means that if one of us does go up this year, we only have to finish 8th in the Championship next season, and we get the chance to go to the Premier League.
Oh, I can't see. It's funny though, because like the consequences of us not going up this season are like
Massive.
the yeah, I mean, Mark Stott said that it was a kind of non-negotiable bare minimum was autos,
Yep.
or it was a failure.
Yep.
But then there's the other stuff as well. So like we've got Tanto Alafi on loan at the moment. We've got Louis Barry on loan. Louis Barry is like the X that just keeps popping up, and you think you're over it, you think you've moved on, you think it's fine, and then he just appears.
Do you think it's going to be as good as it used to be, though, Hannah?
No,
I don't.
because so when he was injured the season that went up, he came back. He was at the Colchester game, which was the night that we were kind of promoted mathematically. And I remember him coming on, and that, like, the tail end of that season, he wasn't brilliant. I mean, he's not really played since he played for us before he got recalled. So he had half a season at Hull. He had half a season at Sheffield United. He was injured at Hull. Sheffield United, he didn't feature, and then he got injured.
Yeah.
He takes a little while to warm back up, and he won't be playing full games. Like I was saying earlier, there's a bit of a conspiracy at the moment that we've got quite a fixture backlog.
Yeah.
For various reasons. And none of them have been rearranged. So we've got Port Vale the day before the Virtue Trophy. We've got Mansfield from last weekend. We've got probably the Wimbledon game from the international break. And someone said, oh, we're just pushing them all to the back end of the season because Louis Barry will be back. Like, we cannot put all our hopes on that young man. But the point that I was getting to was that if we don't go up, then he just goes back to Villa again. And
see, I think he gets released from Villa. I think.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to come to us. Like, he's on 27 a week.
Yeah, but is someone going to take a chance on him when he's like at this point? He's considered injury prone.
He is, but he needs to go somewhere where he fits. And the problem is that, like with Hull and with Sheffield United, he needs to go somewhere like a Derby and Middlesbrough, where they're very possession focused. No, oh my God, no.
Yeah, he would fit into the Wrexham team beautifully, and Wrexham would pay him.
They would, but the thing is with Wrexham, like, they've got Davis Keeler-Dunn on the bench at the moment. They've got like Kiefer Moore's injured. They've got such a kind of high caliber of player that he runs the same risk that he's had at Hull and at Sheffield United. Whereas if he went, your Derby, your Middlesbrough, he fits much better into their kind of playing style. But yeah, injury. Yeah, he has been injury prone. And we are the only team where he has been brilliant at.
But he's always come to you injured at this point. And apart from the first time, he's come to you the last 2 times injured. And it's getting to that point where they're going to take. It's a club. If he gets one more big injury like he has now, he will sign he'll end up in League One, and he'll be around League One for a while. I think anyway. If he gets another one like this, because it's constant. It's like when he said, I also, for me, I think it's a panic signing that you've made, because why would you sign in January? Why would you sign an injured player when you want to push on? Aside from the fact that you think that he can get fit and he can save your season, I think it's a panic.
So I don't think it's a panic signing so much as a charitable signing, in that it gives him an opportunity as a player to get some game time, because no one else would have touched him.
But he's not getting game time, is he?
Yeah, but it's only, we were told end of March, so we're not there yet. He's still, as far as I know, at Villa. Villa will decide when he gets released to us. So we're not paying him.
I was going to say,
He
are you
doesn't.
paying him yet?
No.
No.
We don't pay unless he plays, and I think there's a minimum minutes as well associated to that. So it's low risk, and it could be high reward. Because some of our players are starting to flag, like Carl Wootton, Ethan Pye. They look like they need a few weeks off. Bless them.
I was saying when we played you, I was saying about Wootton and talking to the people around me, saying he is exactly what we need.
Yeah, but if you had him, you'd all get frustrated by him. Like our
it all
fans
depends
do.
on what you look for. It all depends on what you look for. I agree. They would. A lot of Bradford fans would, but for me,
they had Andy Cook, and
for me, he isn't. He's a younger Andy Cook because his hold up play is brilliant. The ball sticks to his feet like glue, and he can score goals. He's very, very similar to Andy Cook, and I think that your fans really, really underappreciate him.
Oh God, yeah, completely. It's only this season because he's getting all the, the flowers, because he's he was, I don't know if he is now, the highest scoring player in the league, and goal contributions has been up there as well.
Yeah.
But otherwise you get the normal tropes, let's say. He's lazy. He's a striker that doesn't score goals. I remember someone saying to me, like, how can we have a striker that doesn't take penalties? Yeah, it's a whole thing. So at least this year he's getting more appreciation, but it's still less than he deserves.
But why, the lazy thing really gets me, because people used to say that about Andy Cook. It gets me, does that? Because do you know what? You don't need to be... Oh, Wrexham. Oh, they've not Wrexham. Sorry, Swansea just missed. You don't need to be running after every single ball. If you were in a relegation battle, then you can argue it and you can say, do you know what? We need a player who's going to run and chase every single ball down. But the fact is, one thing, I don't think that he's laziness. I think it's very, very clever. He manages his games so well, and it's again same as Andy Cook. I watched Andy Cook come off not come off the bench. Yeah, no, I think he did come off the bench for Grimsby a couple of weeks ago, and within 30 seconds, he was on the halfway line in the centre circle. The ball got played to him. A defender's on his back. He literally just held the defender off. He took one touch backwards towards his own goal, and he turned and he blind pinged it out the wing to Charles Vernon. That's what you want to see from those. So that's what he does. It's not. Granted, he didn't then turn and sprint into the box, but he didn't need to because someone had already made the overlap. So it's about conserving.
Yeah, and being in the right place at the right time as a as a target man, and he's like Carl Woodson's more than that, definitely, but he's not necessarily a ball carrying forward, and we've got that now to a certain degree with Ado Sidibe. Malik Mothersill was supposed to be that, but has struggled to kind of find his feet a little bit. Louis Barry is that, but Carl Woodson's definitely done a job this season that we desperately needed.
Who is your player of the season? Is it one?
Mine. I think it has. Yeah, I think it probably has to be Woods. Just for consistency. I think he's probably played every game.
Do you know who mine is? Have a guess. Have a guess who mine is.
At County or at Bradford?
At Bradford. If it were County, it wouldn't be that fucking, what's he called? Is it Sidibe?
What?
Hannah.
I love him with every bone of my body.
Have you seen him since that Bradford game? Because he was so far deep in Curtis Tilt's pockets that do you know what? He's got incredible pace. Like, you could see it. But Curtis Tilt made him look like a non-league player that night. And that's not been
player not very long ago.
No, but he made him look amateur because, and it was just, again, Curtis Till playing to his strengths. Sidibe tried to go strength to strength with Curtis. You're not going to beat Curtis Till shoulder to shoulder. There's not many players that will, but then that little using his experience, absolutely super. Curtis Till's my Bradford player of the season so far.
Yeah, I would agree with that from what I've seen. Sidibe, I really like. So Charlotte and I sponsor him. So every time, every time he scores, it says like sponsored by Charlotte and Hannah Brown away. But I think all his goals have been away so far.
Not at Bradford though.
Not Bradford. But no, I really, really like him because he's scrappy and he plays like he's still a non-league football, because he was at Cheadle Nomads, and then he went to Warrington Rylands, and then he went to St Johnston as comeback. So he's had a
bit of a journey,
a really non-linear route into league football. But I love him, and he celebrates goals like it's the 90s. You know, like blowing kisses, and I just love him so much, much.
Obviously, I've only seen what I saw against Bradford, but to be fair, again, aside from Kyle Wotton, who I felt held the ball up really well and probably for me was your best player on the night, I don't think anyone did really cover themselves in any glory. I think that you were poor that night. Don's Meadow, missed you too. Regular podcasts, please. We were talking about that today.
We were. Liam's basically far too busy to hang out with me anymore. That's what he said to me earlier.
No, I didn't. Right, guys. This is where anybody who wants to see podcasts, this is what you need to do. I said to Hannah, I'm too busy to plan. And that's
like, oh, come on. That's bullshit though, because when do we ever plan anything?
No, but I mean planning times and days. I'm too.
Oh, right.
I've got too much on because there's other stuff that I'm doing. I've been working with Bradford Park Avenue. I do their podcast. I do their match day, which I love. By the way, anybody who doesn't get involved with non-league football, do it. If your team's away this weekend and you can't go watch them, go and watch your local non-league club because it is so good. And I just don't have the time to plan it. So I said to Hannah, if we want to get back and do it, plan it and just tell me when, and I'll turn up. If I'm told when to turn up, I'll turn up. Don't ask me if I'm free. Well, I'll tell you the nights I'm not free. If it's one of the nights I'm not free, don't ask me. Tell me. Tell me to turn up. Wrexham are 2-0 up. Wrexham are 2-0 up. It's a header from I think a free kick. I don't know. I'll have a look in a second. Christ, his nose is fucking massive. I don't know who he is, but geez, and I'm want to talk, but so
as you turned profile.
I know as I turned, my nose went off for the camera. It's Doyle that scored, but that lad who came over to celebrate him, his nose is bigger than mine. But yeah, if you want us to do podcasts, tell Hannah. All she has to do is plan. She doesn't need to ask if it's on one of the nights where I've said I'm free. Don't ask, just tell me. We're recording at this time. Be here, and I'll be here. Okay. And I'll turn up. Maybe. No, I will. I'll turn up, and then we can get back to doing them, because what we have done and what we tried to do was bring kind of more people in. Oh, it's got to be an own goal. As that it is an own goal. It's bounced down and the defenders hit it into opposite corner. Oh, it's showing Robin Ryan celebrating because, why wouldn't it? I want to see. Do you know what pisses me off? Right, I'm going on a different rant here. I'm going to get pissed off here, Hannah. The FA Cup Twitter account tweeting out about Wrexham. What a journey! Oh, 3rd to 5th round. What a fucking journey! Port Vale are in quarterfinals and they started in round 1.
Great run.
Yeah, what a run. Port Vale are in quarterfinals. They started in round 1. Fucking dipsticks. Where's their posts? Where's Sunderland's posts? Where's all these posts for the other clubs? No, it's all about Wrexham. But I tell you what, I want to see. I want to see Port Vale's owner on commentary next round. I want to see Sky put in. I want to see Stefan Rupp when we play in playoffs. I want to see him on commentary. But no, they won't do that, because guess what? If they can't lick his ring piece, ain't anybody going to give a shit about it. Do you know what? I hate them to the point. And it's not a hate of them personally. It's just what I hate what the game has become. And people go, oh, you're jealous of Wrexham. You could not pay me any amount of money for me to accept my club selling their soul the way that Wrexham have. I think that they are an absolute shell of the club that they always were. I think that I maintain it will end in tears. It will end in tears at some stage. It might be 10 years, it might be 20 years, but it will end in tears. I disagree with them so much that when the new Deadpool came out, Liv loved. So, first of all, Grant texted me last night. He's watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? He says he cannot watch it without being pissed off because of him, because of Rob McElhenney. When the new Deadpool came out, Liv was so excited. I refused to take her to the cinema to see it. When it then dropped on, well, I've seen it. When it dropped on Disney Plus, I said, no chance. We'll watch it on a dodgy. And we literally watched it on something else because I didn't want him to get the view. The satisfaction of not compared, and it isn't a hatred. No, it is a hatred. It's not a jealousy thing. That ain't football for me. It isn't. People can go, oh my. Well, did you see him bitching and moaning about the money, talking about Chelsea?
So I saw them. Like the thing is as well, is it just makes them sound really tin pot because he was going on about the Chelsea, like they're only a league below. I mean, look at.
And it was the Chelsea reserve team, by the way.
Was it? You see, I didn't really.
It was the Chelsea reserve team. Yeah, it was the Chelsea reserve team. So, we've got 5 minutes added on. We've played a minute of it. It's 2-0 to Wrexham. Swansea fans are leaving.
So Ryan Reynolds and Rob Mack, as he is now known, were doing the alternative commentary. And I was like, so as you know, I'm considering doing commentary. And I was like, right, I can, I'll listen to this. I'll learn something for it before I have to do my tape. Yeah, it was the worst commentary I've ever. It was not commentary. I guess it was like punditry instead. But
it's not even punditry because they don't know nothing about the Swansea players.
Yeah.
They don't know. To be fair, they don't know about football. They don't. They know about Wrexham, the place. They know about Wrexham, the players. They don't know about football. They don't understand the psychology side of things, and they never will. People who don't, and look, I'm not saying that they shouldn't own a football club. That's fine, but don't glorify them like they're some sort of expert. Like, yeah, Charlie saying, "Oh, Liam." Charlie, it's right. I don't care. It's boring now.
At least, I mean, the one thing that has been nice about this season is the absence of Wrexham fans. Like, the weather events. That shit. I've not missed that in the slightest.
No, I got a lot of abuse from a Wrexham fan the other week when I spoke about Ryan Reynolds, and I went back through his Twitter account. He's had the Twitter account for 7 years. Hannah, answer this question. When do you think his first tweet about Wrexham was? He's had the Twitter account since 2019. Have a guess.
2023.
No. January 2026.
Was that when he binge watched all 4 series of Welcome to Wrexham?
Don't know. Don't care. Ollie Palmer has also fucked off to comment on the Wrexham game ahead of our biggest.
He has.
They're playing MK Dons tomorrow.
Tozer's there as well, and Ben Foster.
But Ben Foster's retired.
No, I know. Tozer's still playing, isn't he? Is he up for a screen?
Yeah, but Ollie Palmer is playing for Swindon, and they're playing MK Dons tomorrow. That is right now. It's the biggest game of their season between now and the end. They've got to win tomorrow.
Arguably, all you're doing is sitting and watching a football game.
Yeah, but
I get it. Like, if it was one of my players, I'd be livid.
Yeah, But you've got, I mean, if we look at this, right? So let's have a look at League Two, and let's have a look at the games. So Crawley and Colchester, by the way, is finished 0-0, right? So Swindon, your players on a Friday night.
They don't lump me in with them.
No, but what I mean is your players of any club, when you have a home game on a Saturday, you do what we're on. We're on 5 to 10. So he's going to finish. Then he's going to have to do his debrief and all this stuff. He's not going to leave that ground for another hour.
Mm-hmm.
He's then got to get back to Swindon. You're looking past midnight.
Mm.
And then he's going to have to be up early to have his early match meal, to get himself sorted, get to the ground. What? Like, that's yeah. Why have they signed off on that? That's bullshit. Rumor is that he's thrown a paddy in the changing room.
Who? Holloway? Or...
No, Ollie Palmer. But you know what? Again, Ollie Palmer, another one, not a fan of. He knows I'm not a fan of him as well, because I told him when Wrexham came and played for Bradford. I'm not a fan of Paul Mullin. He plays for us, but I'll be honest, the last couple of games, I think Paul Mullin should have played. He didn't. He hasn't done. But no, for me, you know, and again, I love Phil Parkinson, but Phil Parkinson walking around like he's done something remarkable is ridiculous.
Like, what has he done aesthetically? Has he been on the GLPs? He looks different.
He's had work done, hasn't he? He does look like he's had work done.
He looks like, I don't know, just kind of fresher and like, I don't know, a few years younger.
Do you know what I will say about Phil Parkinson? Given the resources he's had available at Wrexham since he came in, regardless if they've gone back to back to back, maybe even to back, nothing he has done at Wrexham so far comes close to what he did at Bradford. And I love that. He didn't take Wrexham when they were in League Two to the League Cup final and then get them promoted in the same season. He didn't do that. He didn't. I mean, we had a lower mid-table budget. He did that. They had the biggest budget in the league by a country mile. Nothing that he's done for Wrexham, regardless of what the Wrexham fans say, and they'll big it up. Oh, back to back to back, it's amazing. Well, it's not, is it? Because do you know what? If you give me 5 times the average budget of the league and put me in charge of Bradford City, guess what? We'll win the fucking league next season, because I'll get us there somehow.
So arguably, other teams have tried to replicate that and failed.
Not to that level, though, have they?
I don't know. I reckon MK Don's spending in League Two can't be far off Wrexham's that season.
But MK, where did Wrexham finish?
Second.
Where are MK Dons?
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, but they were like Wrexham were up there the whole season, pretty much, weren't they? Whereas,
yeah, but it's one of them things where, you know, it only matters where you finish.
Yeah, it's true actually. And you know, if MK Dons hadn't, maybe it's better, that kind of slow trajectory. And yeah.
This is why I've said to Swindon fans that they have to finish top 3. And Charlie, I know you're here. You have to finish top 3 in League Two this season. Out of all, so since 2019, I only went back to 2019, Hannah, because I honestly got bored. And that's just ADHD as fuckery. Thinking I'm gonna Google this, I'm gonna look into it, and then I got bored.
That's why
ChatGPT
is the savior of people like us.
But you've got to check that it's right. But catching up. Dire draw with Satanage over Christmas, and we're at theirs tomorrow. Satanage, I like that. I do like that name. But yeah, I mean, so on Swindon, Hannah.
I'm with Lee.
Only Wimbledon this season, and it's not done right now. Only Wimbledon have won the playoffs since 2019 and stayed up. You are statistically more likely to come straight back down from the playoffs than you are if you go up automatics. And that's why, look, anything less than top 3 is a failure for Swindon Town, given all the grief that Holloway did. and all the stuff Holloway said, you've got to go up. You've got to go up automatics for me. Yeah, that's my view on it.
So who's come down then? Crawley,
Carlisle, Port Vale.
Yeah.
And I've got it here. I've got it up in front of me here. Hang on, let's have a look. So, standings. I can go back through the years. So, you can on the. Oh, I've got to do it on the phone, Hannah. Don't work on here. Hang on.
Oh, I'm on. I can't. And it doesn't matter. I was just kind of
No.
interested.
Because it is interesting. It is interesting to go through. So League Two.
Three.
So, 23-24.
Came up? Oh, Wimbledon.
Yes, 23-24. Crawley came straight back down. 22-23.
Crawley, I mean, just Crawley for a minute, are in danger of double dropping.
Yeah, they are.
Which is common, unfortunately. Like yeah. Carlisle and...
Well, so Crawley, Carlisle, Port Vale, Morecambe. Then 2019, you go Exeter.
Wow.
Then you go back one further. We'll go to 2018-19. Who won the playoffs in 2018-19? Let's have a look.
I think
Playoffs.
Besty's just got home.
Tranmere. Who's just got home?
Your bestie. But I think she's gone straight in her bedroom.
Yeah. Tranmere went up playoffs and came straight back down. So that goes back another year. 2017-18. Coventry, which, Coventry, that's fine. They're a different one. But again, they're one that you kind of put.
Yeah.
They pumped in. Swindon aren't going to pump in. So, yeah, I think for me, Swindon have got to go up top three. Got to go
you know what? Your hat at the moment, because of the lighting, it looks like one of those hairdos, when they it's like Lego hair.
If I do this, I look like a train driver, Hannah. In fact, I look like
you and Liv doing this time.
I look like Cam Torman. Yeah, but look, I've had my rant about Wrexham. Oh, what else you want to bring up, Hannah, before we wrap?
I mean, I'm just very excited about tomorrow, obviously.
I am actually, to be fair. We've got Wigan against ex-Wigan playing.
Who else? Who have Cardiff got tomorrow? Let's have a look at the fixture list.
Let's have a look at that. So tomorrow's fixture list.
Who have Bolton got? Who have Huddersfield got?
So Lincoln, Stockport, Bolton are away at Rotherham. Another 12:30 kickoff. Doncaster have got Blackpool at home. Cardiff are away at Exeter.
Blackpool got battered, didn't they, midweek?
Well, I think it's probably a little bit unfair because
they're two very last-minute goals.
It was 2-1 until the 90th minute, and then it was 3-1 and then 4-1. Leyton Orient are at home to Peterborough. Mansfield and Barnsley is a big one. Northampton have got Burton at home. Huddersfield travel to Port Vale. Now, this is where it gets interesting because we've just registered, by the way, the most shots of any team in the league this season against Port Vale. Any team this season, we've registered the most shots in a game.
We've beaten Port Vale this season 4-0 and 3-0. Yeah.
But Port Vale fans, I think you were 3-0 up after 20 odd minutes, weren't you?
I can't remember.
It was early, but Port Vale fans did say
that was the league game. We played them in the Virtue Trophy. That was the 4-0 one. I can't even remember. It was just a miserable night. But we've got them again. Well, we should have had them the day before the Virtue Trophy final. So that one's being rearranged. So that'll be a Tuesday night at some point. But yeah, quite looking forward to it, if I'm honest.
Well, Port Vale fans did say that Bradford, and their manager said that Bradford are the best team they've seen this season, which I think is a massive compliment to us. No, Hannah, it's not something to roll you to turn your nose up at. That's a massive.
Well, by the way, compared to Sunderland were dire.
By the way, Hannah, I've just actually realised because I got a message. It's 3 hours from Wrexham to Swindon. He's getting home at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Or he's staying there tonight. And he's setting off at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and presumably they don't have to be at the ground until 1. That's what time our
12.
players arrive.
12, they've got to be there.
Okay, fair enough. So,
but do you want your
tomorrow morning?
Would you? But yeah, but it's this thing of
they were playing away. I'm not really defending it. I just
no. But if Swindon were playing away 3 hours away, they would stop over the night before because they don't want players to be making a journey on the morning because it's a tiring thing. Yeah, he's got to make 3. That's bad. That's really bad. And if he comes on or plays tomorrow and has a stinker.
Is he definitely there? He's not doing it remotely because you can do comms remotely.
Can you do it fully remotely though? Unless both of you are in the same place.
If you do, they do it. I've done it before, where I've had to go to a radio station, and that if it's to BBC, that all the software links up, then you can be in different places.
But can you? That's you've got to think that's got to be hard. Surely they wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I know Charlie says he's out the ground, not remote. I don't know why I'm trying to make excuses for him. I don't even like the man.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, he is in. Yeah, there's quite a few people saying it. I can't lie. I'm sick of seeing Ollie Palmer spending more time having a jolly up in Wrexham, lingering around them Hollywood owners like a fly on shit every other week when he rarely.
Is he? He's on loan though at Swindon, is he?
No, I don't believe so. I'm sure. I think he signed permanently. I'm sure it was a permanent signing. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure.
Again, I'm not defending Ollie Palmer.
Yeah, no, he signed. He signed for Swindon. It's not a loan, so he's a permanent player. Yeah. Like a fly on shit every other week when he rarely looks half-assed in a Swindon shirt. Drop immediately. And then let's have a look at the comments. So accusations of Palmer actually being an issue in the dressing room, and it wouldn't surprise me how he acts on the pitch. He's not a leader, just moans most of the time, goes missing in most games. Other lads would give more. Harry Smith can't come back sooner. 100% this, either get on board and give 100% to Swindon or fuck off back to Wrexham's. Quite clear where his loyalties lie. And I bet he's on biggest wage by miles as well. We are just one last payday.
Well, that's true. Wasn't it? Hasn't he got family as well? It all kind of made sense geographically.
Hannah, he is there. Do you know the worst part is that he's not just there. He's stood alongside commentating with Rob and Ryan.
Oh, well, he wasn't earlier, definitely, because earlier on it was the two of them and Humphrey, and then Tozer and Foster were in the stands doing kind of co-coms as well. So he definitely wasn't there the whole like that the whole game.
So that's that. I've just sent you the picture. By the way, Hannah, don't look at that picture yet, because I need to ask you a question. No, don't even look. Don't even look where I've sent it, because there's a comment before and I need. So tonight, Barrow had their fans forum, the Q&A.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 questions. No, I'll give you 3 guesses as to what the last question of the night was from the fans to the owner and the CEO of the club.
Can we get Pete Wild back?
Strike 1.
How are we going to avoid relegation?
Strike 2. Both questions that you would expect to be asked.
No.
Oh, sorry, by the way,
oh no.
You Pete Wild.
Third question. Get a good one, Hannah. Think really obscure. Think completely out of the box. See that box go so far outside it that you can't even see the box.
When is the Bluebird going to get a girlfriend?
Hannah, it's nothing to do with the club. The final question, as they went to end the fans forum, some bloke stood up and said, "What are your thoughts on the war with Iran?" That's tickled me. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the war with Iran? That as it went to end. And that's come from a Barrow fan, and he's just put, "What a fucking fan base, man."
Do you know what though?
Oh, I knew you were going to find the reason to justify it, and it's because they make submarines in Barrow.
No, no, I was like, the world is literally burning down, and like it does put things into perspective a little bit.
No, if you can listen, if the world is burning down and you can still find time to go to see your fans forum Q&A with your owners, you ain't that fucking bothered, pal. If you turned up at your local MPs giving a speech and asked that question, absolutely justified. Why on earth you'd turn up at what? I mean, I can't imagine what Ian Wood thought, because he's so wrapped up in his own bubble. He's probably wondering what the fucking hell's happening in Iran, because he's just completely off the fucking wall.
So we have a junior supporters forum, which is like, you can only imagine how unhinged the questions are, and they have to answer them because they've come from kids. So the first question was to Brad Hills, asking what type of shampoo he used.
Which I think is a valid question, by the way, because
yeah,
those are the questions we want to know the answers to, but we don't dare ask as adults.
Who is your favorite? Oh, it was Tresemme, by the way. Right. Who is your favorite Marvel superhero?
Again, so no one said Deadpool, did they?
No, but it was worse actually, because Brad Hills said Epstein. Batman, who's not a Marvel superhero.
Yeah, no, that's.
Josh Stokes said Spider-Man.
Iron Man.
Who said Iron Man? Ben Hinchliffe said Iron Man.
Who said that? Who's just told you that?
Sophie.
Come on in, Sophie. Come and join us. No, come and sit down. Don't just pop your head in.
That's what other unhinged questions were there?
I was sat back, so I don't really remember that much. One asked,
Sophie, sit down. Come and join. No, where we can see you. You've got to come in and do this properly.
Sophie Brown.
Hannah, just before she does come in and sit down, do you remember, how old is Sophie now?
Sophie's 12.
Do you remember the Christmas episode we did?
Yes.
Did you ever discuss that?
No.
Can we discuss it now?
If you want.
So what I'm saying is, it's common knowledge.
Yeah. I think we're good now.
Right. So we were sat doing a Christmas episode, and you guys were watching.
Well, yeah, we'd.
Was it when I was in guitar?
No, it was when you decided to tell all your friends to follow us on TikTok, and we decided to put the podcast out on TikTok live because we just worked out how to do it.
And one of us, how old will they have been? It's got to be 3. It's about 9.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think it was like year 4, year 5, probably.
Year 5, probably.
And we may have we think you may have switched off at this point.
No. It was TikTok saved us, because TikTok at the time had a maximum of an hour,
and it cut off.
Just before we let everyone know that Father Christmas didn't exist.
Well, I say Hannah was mortified, because we were discussing it and she was just sat there and she was happy, and then all of a sudden she just went, "Oh, the girls are watching this," and we went, "Oh no!" And then we realised, we did realise it had cut off. So we did. If anybody was watching on YouTube or Twitter, they absolutely had their childhood destroyed. At that point. By the way, you didn't believe in Santa until 2 minutes ago, did you?
No.
Oh, that's all right. We're all good.
I just pretend to when I get more presents.
No, yeah, I still do the same. I'm 37, and I have to bring the presents in. Christmas is as much of a surprise for me as it is for anyone, because Liv buys them all. Ella opens them and says thank you. I'm like, great, is that? Where'd you get that? I have no idea what's happening on Christmas Day. I don't even know half that stuff that Liv gets. It just
appears. What should Harry and Liam get for their mums for Mother's Day? You could tell them what you've got me if you want. Like,
and for Liv as well.
Pardon?
And for Liv as well.
Yeah, I was trying not to drop you in it completely because I thought the more chance that Liv would be listening than your mum. Yeah, so I think Harry last year got a spa voucher for his mum, which I think that might have been 2 years ago. That was very good.
So I did the same actually. I think I got Liv and my mum a day out thing, and they didn't go. So bollocks to them.
Yeah, for the past few years, I've been dating mugs.
Yeah, I get a £1.50 Asda mug every year.
Has it got your initial on it?
No, it's not.
Last year there was a cute one. It was like Winnie the Pooh, and then the handle was like a little heart. That one was cute.
Have you seen the new Winnie the Pooh film?
No, she has not. Neither
Is it
does
the
she
murder
want
one?
to.
I want to watch it so bad.
There's more though. Hannah, there's more now. So there's
He was like
there's
4.
No, there's a Winnie the Pooh murder one. There is a Mickey Mouse murder one.
I thought there's a Snow White one now as well.
There's a Snow White one. I don't know if it's out yet, but there is also a. By the way, have you seen the Bambi one? Bambi.
How could the original? I mean, the original Bambi was pretty dark. I don't know.
I thought
no.
Mum died in the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Bambi gets his revenge in the new one.
What else is she?
There's a Peter Pan one. There's a Peter Pan one where he is literally a child abductor.
I mean, he literally is.
He's an angel. Peter Pan in the original story is an angel. Did you know that? I know we're going to football now, but did you know that that's what Peter Pan is?
No, an angel.
Yeah, so J.M. Is it J.M. Barrie? It's J.M. Barrie who wrote the original. So J.M. Barrie's child was sick and in the children's hospital in London. What's it called? The big one.
Great Ormond Street.
Great Ormond Street. She was in Great Ormond Street Hospital, and he wrote that story for his daughter. And the whole thing of Peter Pan is that he's an angel that comes and collects sick children and takes them to Neverland, where they're safe.
Is that all Lost Boys are then? Just
That's the Lost Boys. The Lost Boys are dead children. They're all. That's what it is. That's the whole thought behind it. Is that, which makes you wonder why, if in the film maybe it was that they were, maybe a bit of carbon monoxide poisoning, which is why Wendy got up and she slept on the windowsill to try and get some fresh air. Because they obviously came back, but they blacked out for a while. But yeah, that's why. So every single penny that Peter Pan made for Disney.
Yeah, Sophie's been in Peter Pan.
I played a dead child.
There you go. So, well, no, Peter Pan. Did you play a dead child or did you play Peter Pan?
No, I played the Lost Boy. So.
There you go. So one of the Lost Boys are all kids that have apparently have died, and Peter Pan is the angel. Peter Pan's the angel that comes. Why have I gone blurry? What is happening? Oh my god! If I go further back, I'm invisible.
Is this something? Oh, you know.
And we're half back. Focus. I'm back. And so Peter Pan is apparently the angel.
Focus.
Mr. Marlboro.
Yeah, Peter Pan's the angel that comes and collects the sick children and takes them to Neverland, and that's the whole thought behind it.
So where does Tiger Lily come into it?
Well, Tiger Lily gets abducted by Captain Hook.
And Tinkerbell.
Oh yeah, and Tinkerbell. She's the jealous one of little kids.
Yeah, but Tinkerbell, these are all just parts of the story. The actual premise of it is that it's a sick child. That's what Peter Pan is. Captain Hook is actually apparently he's not the bad guy, because his whole thing is trying to stop Peter Pan. He wants to
he tries to children.
Yeah, because there's two versions of it. It's either Peter Pan comes and takes the sick children, or he takes them too soon. He takes it. Let's be brutally honest. Peter Pan kidnaps 3 children in the Disney film. That's what he does. And Captain Hook wants to stop Peter Pan from doing it. Fucking fair play to you, Captain Hook. Love it. Dustin Hoffman in Hook. Absolutely superb film.
It's a brilliant film.
I watched it a few times.
Hook's better than the original Peter Pan.
100%. Yeah.
And so now we're on Disney. Let's talk Disney, Hannah, because I know you can. Did you know?
I need Fifey.
I like the Peter and Wendy one. That one was good.
Peter
the one, yeah, the
Finding
the
Neverland.
No,
No,
Peter
there's a
and
newer
Wendy.
one.
There's a new one. It came out like 2 years ago.
Okay.
So, did you know Aladdin?
Yeah.
When do you think Aladdin is like? And obviously, it's in.
Set.
Yeah, when do you think it's set?
Probably like the 90s, because that's like when it came out.
No, like, I mean, this monkey. Well, I don't know. Like,
Well, Charlotte held a monkey
yeah.
in the Big 2-5, so. Funny me over here, Mum.
I don't know. Let's say the 1600s.
It's set 10,000 years in the future.
What?
It's a dystopian future. Think about the genie. What is it? When does he get out of the lamp? How long has he been in that lamp for?
10,000 years.
He's been
So
in
he
10,000
basically
years.
goes in the lamp like now.
So he did 10,000 years. He comes out. Think about the things that he does. He has so many references to the time when the film came out.
Like
But
what?
he's been in that. Well, if you there's things that he does where he does like little impressions, and he does an impression of Jack Nicholson at one
From The
point in the
Shining?
film. Yeah, well, they don't do the Shining impression, but he does an impression of Jack Nicholson at one point. And there's certain things that he mentions in the film that have happened in like the few years leading up to when that film came out. But he's been in that lamp for 10,000 years, which means he saw them. Then he went in the lamp, and then it's 10,000. So it's like a dystopian future, 10,000 years in the future, which is why they have a flying carpet, because it can happen. And it's like set 10,000. That's apparently the thing. It's set 10,000 years in the future. I'm going to get you the full thing on it here.
I think my favourite hot take is that like most of the live actions by Disney, like Aladdin, Beauty and Beast, are better than the OGs, apart from
No,
music.
they're not. No, they're not. You're wrong.
No, not like, not some of them. Like, I still haven't brought myself to watch the new Snow White. I haven't brought myself to it.
I have seen that.
I'm scared of watching it. I'm
It's
genuinely scared of it.
not great.
No, it's the dwarfs. The dwarfs scare me.
Little
It's
people.
all CGI. But it's all CGI, so it scares me. I don't like CGI. It all looks weird.
Has,
same with sort of, I know
has Wrexham Swansea finished now?
Yeah, they
it
won
finished
2-0.
It finished 2-0.
So Ollie Palmer can get off home now. We don't need to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, and in Aladdin, there's also a current at that time stop sign for America that's in the film randomly as well. So again, post-apocalyptic dystopian future. So yeah, it's set 10,000 years in the future because Genie had all those pop culture references from when he went into the lamp and then he was away for 10,000 years. Sorry, Charlie, I know you want to talk about football, but guess what? It's a Disney show now. We're talking Disney.
Ryder's actually a secret villain from Paw Patrol. I saw this the other day. Ryder's actually a villain.
That's. I don't think there's actually any true villains in Paw Patrol because it's
because he's doing like pet labor. Because he's forcing all these dogs to go into intense training to save cities.
that means the police are bad guys.
God, I'm just going to let you be friends with my children because...
Hannah, don't say that. Right. Here's another one for you. Do you know the true Cinderella story?
God. No. I'm trying to think, maybe.
So
it's
like
there's neurodivergent.
Snow White.
Unite.
Snow White. Have you heard the real Snow White story?
Yeah, but
so
she's
like
actually...
30.
She's dead. She's actually dead. Is Snow White,
and then a random 30-year-old comes and kisses her when she's 14.
In the original Cinderella, first of all, let's ask the question: if that slipper fit perfectly, why did it fall off?
That's what I've been thinking.
In the original, when he went to the houses and he was trying the slipper on stuff, the ugly sisters, the stepsisters, they cut their own toes off to fit into the slipper.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
That's in the original Brothers Grimm stories. There's some belters. Anyway, back to football, Hannah, before we do wrap up, because we need to finish on a football note. Screw Wrexham. Let's just put that out there. What's your prediction for tomorrow, Hannah? Give us a score prediction for your game and I'll give you one for mine.
For our game, I think we're going to lose 3-1.
I was just going to say 3-1. What about our game? I think we win 4-0. Someone's due a pumping, Hannah. We've said this. Port Vale should have been the pumping. I said if we won on Wednesday and then we go and beat Wigan and the both games are convincing, I'll be content with going into the playoffs. But I think tomorrow, if we played superb against Reading, we lost 2-1 because of 2 89th minute plus goals. We were all over them. Port Vale, we never looked like conceding. We never looked like losing the game. If we do the same to Wigan tomorrow, I think we win 3 or 4-0. It'll click. It's ready to click.
Okay.
How many matches are left of the season?
10.
Because
It's quite a lot.
in theory, if Lincoln lose all of their matches and like nobody in the current standings between County and Lincoln, and County win all of their matches, they should become first. So
Hannah,
there's a 1 point difference.
Hannah, did you know that your daughter has a Scouse twang to her voice?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. In theory, she 100%. I heard Scouse there. That's why I went. and
No,
listened.
she did. No,
She
no.
did. In theory, if Lincoln lost all their matches, that's what I just heard. I heard a Scouse twang. I promise you, I heard a
What's the
Scouse
twang?
twang.
Like
Like
a bit of an accent.
Just a little bit in the voice.
Does not.
In theory, if Lincoln lose all their matches and County
not
win
what I
all
wanted
theirs,
to say.
County will
Sorry,
be
Liam,
champions.
are you bullying a 12-year-old at this point? This feels like xenophobic.
No, Hannah.
What is that?
Two things.
Hello?
No, I'm not bullying. It's not. First of all, it ain't xenophobic. It can't be. Secondly, I'm leveling the playing field. Do you know what? Do you know the best part about this right now, Hannah? Your daughter's just Googled xenophobic, and I guarantee she spelt it with a Z.
No, she hasn't. She's smart. She spelled it with an X.
Oh my god! Well, your other one would have spelled it with a Z. But
I mean, he's not wrong.
I've bullied your other child more, so now it's time for this. one
Yeah,
to just
yeah.
get a
She
little bit.
gives. I'm quite like Sophie. Sophie's good at the stats though. Like I did not know that. Like so, Lincoln can lose all their games and we can win all of ours.
And then Cardiff, Bolton, and Bradford all just need to
And
lose all theirs.
what do you think
not happening.
that's going to happen to Bradford for the rest of the season?
Well, he's a Bradford fan, so I don't want to offend him.
Don't, yeah,
But,
offend me all you want. Offend me all you want.
See,
You'll be
my
wrong.
children are very different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Charlotte would have just said you're going to lose every game. You're going to be rubbish.
I think if there's 10 matches left, wait. So you've played 36 matches and you should play 42. You only have 8 matches left. County has 10.
No. We
Wait,
don't.
how many
We have,
matches?
Right. I don't know.
no, we have 10 matches. There's 46 games.
How many? Oh, yeah, because there's 24 teams. Never mind. I thought it was 20.
She's not that smart, Hannah.
I mean, Sophie's not normally into football, so this is quite.
Yeah, but that was just basic maths, that, Hannah was.
No,
Right.
because I got the number wrong. I think.
If
Wait, it was
I-
24.
It's 24
Good
teams, so you play 23. You play 23 teams twice, so it's 46 games.
Yeah.
I think we are currently 10 points clear. I think.
We've got 2 games in hand. I don't think I
Yeah.
realised that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys
you
have
have,
4
yeah.
matches left.
But your 2
Oh,
games
I
in
don't
hand
feel
still
well.
won't put you above us, Hannah. I think.
Well,
I
I
think
think-
5. I think 5 wins out of our last 10 games gets us playoffs guaranteed.
I don't
In
even
fact,
think
to
so.
be
I
fair,
think
to be
2.
fair, it's not even 5. How many?
2, Sophie said.
I say 2 wins, 4 draws, 6.
So just on that there,
Four
Sophie, and this is where you are quite smart. 70 points is generally your mark for playoffs, and 2 wins would put us on 70.
Well,
But
I
I
guess
think that
wins.
I think it's going to be quite a high threshold for playoffs this season, and I think we're talking. I mean, you look at it. You go down to Plymouth, who are on a bit of a good run at the minute. They've got 30 points to play for. They can get to 82. Plymouth
Yeah.
are on a
Did you
good
know
run.
Bradford's
Plymouth.
lost in the stats for their home matches?
Yeah,
Do
we've
you know
had
what?
that discussion. Which is funny because historically, Bradford were always better away, weren't you?
Yeah, the last few years, yeah. But our away form is relegation, and I don't care what people say. People go, "Oh no," but our away form puts us 14th in the table. Yeah, but you're not getting it.
It puts you 10th.
Our away form. Oh, it's only because we won on Wednesday. Had it not been,
Yeah.
had we not won on Wednesday, when we hadn't won on Wednesday, we were 14th, 1 place above
Did you just
Doncaster.
get fact checked by Sophie Brown? This is
No,
a
this
real
was no. I'm going
turn
back
for
to.
the
I'm going back
Yeah,
to
you
when
would
I
have
had my argument.
17. You would have had 17.2. You would have been either 12th, 13th, 14th, or 15th.
We'd have been 14th. We were 1 place ahead of Doncaster because a goal difference. Now, and obviously Huddersfield they played, and that's why they dropped on. They went on to 70 and all this stuff. Anyway, my thought on it was, and people weren't getting this. Our away form is relegation form, or was relegation form, because if we had the same form at home of 1 point per game, we would finish on 46 points. You need 48 points to stay up, and people didn't seem to grasp that because they were saying, "Oh, teams, we're only 14th in the league on away form."
Yeah.
Yes, but you're not getting what I'm saying. Graham
Yeah.
Alexander in the fans forum in January said that he actually said at the end of January, "Oh, well, the away form has only been bad this last few weeks." No, it hasn't. It's been bad all season. Up until Port Vale, we'd only won twice away all season. That is bad form.
Well,
County's
you're welcome.
4th, I think.
Well, yeah. And do you know what? Do you know who the 2 away games were? Stockport and Cardiff.
Oh, County's 4th in a way. And then
County have been
11th.
Great away. County have been great away, but not at Bradford. And then 11th in the home. We've nearly got the number of points needed to stay up at home alone.
Well, good for you. I'm very happy.
That doesn't sound very happy.
No, she never is happy for us. She says the word,
lucky.
Sophie, but let's be honest, she doesn't mean it. Oh, I've lost you now. She's made signal issues happen, so that she
Oh
doesn't
no,
have to
it's
talk.
never mind.
Mean it.
All I had
She
was
made signal issues happen. Right. Right. Well, we'll wrap it there, guys.
Yeah. Right. Internet's going.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Ciao.
The lower